Hello, it's Amy from Clean Cloth Nappy Hire here, and today I'm going to show you how to wash and lanolise your wool nappy covers. Wool nappy covers are a popular option for night nappies. They're pull-on styles of covers, and because they're knitted, they're nice and stretchy, so they're great for putting over big nappies that you couldn't otherwise fit a pull cover over. They're also super breathable and of course a natural fibre, so great for those of you wanting a more natural option than something plastic lined. To care for your wool cover, you will need to wash and lanolise it regularly, and you'll need to lanolise it each time you wash it. Lanolising is replacing the lanolin, the naturally occurring lanolin, in the wool. So when you wash it, you wash out the lanolin and then you replace it after. Lanolin provides the waterproofing that's going to keep your bub dry in her night nappy. I'm here and ready to wash and lanolise my wool covers. I've got my supplies, so I've got my bowl, and you can substitute any tub, bucket, or whatever you'd like to wash your covers in. I've got a spoon for mixing up my lanolin. I have my lanolin itself, so I just got this from the chemist. It's called anhydrous lanolin, and sometimes also sold as wool fat. You can also use like just a tube of breastfeeding lanolin, also from the chemist. I've got my wool wash. Again, any brand of liquid wool wash is fine. I just got this one from the supermarket. If your cover is really dirty, you might like a bar of sunlight soap. You can use this to remove any dusty spots, or sometimes if you don't dissolve the lanolin particularly well, you can get globs and they attract dust. This is great to remove them. So just a bar of sunlight soap, which I don't need for the cover today, but just showing you that you can use that as an option too. So what we need to do to get started is to put lukewarm water. So you always wash your wool in warm water. If you use hot water on wool, it can felt, which means it will shrink and it'll go really hard instead of nice and stretchy, and that's not what you want for your covers. So I fill up my bowl with warm water and I add some wool wash, give it a good wash and a rinse out, and then I'll show you the lanolising process. So here I have my bowl, and I'm just going to add some wool wash in. So when I have a look at the package, it suggests that for a hand wash, for a normal load of laundry, you might use 1 to 2 caps. So I've only got one cover here to do today, and so I'm just going to put about half a cap worth in for that cover. So I'm just going to add that in there. I'm going to add my cover, and I'm just going to give it a gentle swish around. I like to turn it over, give it a bit of a jiggle, make sure that the wool wash goes right through. You can see that as the lanolin dissolves off of this cover in the wool wash, the water's turning a little bit cloudy. And when I'm doing this, I prefer to make my wool wash a little bit stronger rather than weaker solution, because when you're using wool covers, you don't need to wash them every night. You can air them out for a few nights before they need washing again. I find the stronger solution just washes them just much more effectively than only using a tiny amount of wool wash in there. You can always replace the lanolin that's lost. This wool cover, this one's a Baby Beehinds wool cover, which is a machine knitted cover. This is really durable compared to a hand knitted cover. If you're washing a hand knit, you might like to be much more gentle than I am with these. I'm used to washing these ones and I know what they can stand up to, but hand knitted wool, be really gentle, just squeeze the water through the cover and you'll still get a nice clean. I'll just squeeze that out, and then we're going to replace the water with some nice fresh water and rinse it out. So I'll just tip that out. And that's a rinse time. might just give that one more rinse. So the next rinse, you just want to make sure the water's clear and all of the wool wash is gone out of the cover. I'll just squeeze it out and then I'm going to prepare the lanolin. So here we are ready to lanolise. So I've got my lanolin, I've got my spoon, I've also got my wool wash, and I've just boiled the kettle, so I've got a jug of boiling water here as well. Because lanolins are fat, you'll need to melt it first, and then we're going to use the wool wash to emulsify it so that we can mix it into the water, and then we'll dip it into our bowl of water. So for each wool cover you need about a pea-sized amount of lanolin. So what I do is I just grab that out using my spoon and pop that into the jar. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip some boiling water in, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait, and that lanolin is melting in the water, so you can see that it's floating up the top and that blob of it is getting smaller and making all oily sheen across the surface. Once the lanolin is melted sufficiently, you just need to put in a couple of drops of wool wash to emulsify it. That's going to ensure that the lanolin stays suspended in the water. So I'll just show you what that looks like. It'll go cloudy when we add it in, so I'll just put a couple of drops in to start. You want to add just enough so that the lanolin emulsifies, so I just like to stir that up. Not quite emulsified yet, there's still lanolin on the surface. So I'll put a bit more in. Give it another mix. There we go. Alright, so what that has done is that has mixed the lanolin into the solution. And what we can do now, let's put the lid back on our wool wash, is we'll grab our bowl of water. I filled up this with warm tap water, so I like to lanolise in, you know, a comfortably warm temperature, not a lukewarm temperature. I'd head more toward warm. I just find it helps this lanolin to stay dissolved in the solution better. And so I tip that in, give it a mix, and then I pop the cover in. And I'm just making sure here, so I like to sort of submerge the cover and lift it out again. Make sure that the lanolin solution's all going inside the cover, outside the cover, all around. So your hands will get nice and moisturised when you do this as well. It's very good for your skin and your nails. Alright, so I've given that a bit of a swish around. What I like to do is I like to just leave it in here. I mean, you could take it out now and it'll be fine, I think. But I like to leave it just to let that lanolin have a bit more time to soak into the wool. So I'm just going to leave it there, and I'll come back shortly and wring it out and dry the cover. So it's been about half an hour and I've just returned. The water's cooled down considerably. And so I'm just going to take that cover out now. So I just give it a gentle squeeze out. Make sure all of the drops of water are out. Just like that. And then that's ready to hang up over the line. So that's the process of washing and lanolising a wool cover. And I mentioned earlier in the video that you don't need to do this everywhere. A well lanolised wool cover will last you a few nights before it starts to get a bit soaked with wee and it needs a wash. So I like to wash my wool covers about every 3 days or so. Some people say they can go for longer. You just need to air it out between uses, so I just hang it up over a clothes area during the day and then use it again the next night. And I rotate 2 covers, so one's in the wash and drying, the other one is in use on bub. But you'll find what works for you when you start experimenting with your wool covers, and it depends on the drying time as well. So Some covers are much thicker than others and they'll take much longer to dry, and so you might find it's a good 2 to 3 days on the line depending on the weather. During summer it's nice, of course, but it's not always like that. So give wool covers a go. Really nice, breathable, stretchy, easy to fit option for night nappies, and hope these instructions have been helpful. We'll catch you next time for another video. See you later.